but it kind of goes with the present it as facts and not emotion. So I think we kind of covered that one. But what's the don't be a yeser? What's a yeser?
Well, I think a lot of times when team members are caught off guard, I'm sure that people will giggle at this when you have the hallway conversation or the water cooler conversation where they're asking you information about, what's the status on blah, 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 what have you. And a lot of times we'll just blunt out that, I think it's blah, blah, blah. And then the attorney loses confidence because you don't have the data and the information. So, or if they give you something, you'll say, great, you'll take it. And we assume, team members assume that when the big boss or the attorney or what have you, because they're so busy and important, and we feel like when they give us something, we're like, okay, yes. And we have a story in our head that it means drop everything you're doing and do it right now. So a yeser would clarify and verify. Don't be afraid to say, let me think about that. If they ask for data and information, I'm not prepared to answer that right now. I don't have the data or the information in front of me, and I don't want to, shrink your confidence. So can I get the information? Can I get back to you by the end of the day? Or I have an assignment. I can't really, truly, would Friday be okay with that? Your attorneys love that because it means you're a master project manager. It means that you know exactly what's coming at you, what's behind you, you're project managing your workflow, what have you. Or so often when they give you something, hey, can you scan this and do blah, blah, blah? And you're like, okay, great. Just real quick, I want to remind you from the daily huddle, these are my top 3 for today. And I have about 4 more hours on this Smith case. And if I stay in my zone and focus and I do it, we're going to get this done. We're going to get paid. We're going to what have you. So do you really want me to drop everything right now? Or can you ask, Bob to do that? And they're like, oh, forget it. I'll ask Bob. Thank you. Thank you for that.
What if they don't? I'm gonna play devil's advocate. What if they don't? What if they say, you know what, too bad about Bob's stuff. Yeah, get my stuff done.
Yeah. And if they say that, again, just clarifying, verifying, because very rarely do they say, just get my stuff done. They could, but unless you have that big piece of it, here are my top 3 for the day. Here's the money attached to it. Here's our reputation that's attached to it. Here's the court deadline, the implications and the why and the impact. A lot of times when they say just get my stuff done is because the employee is showing up like a yes sir. They're not showing up like a master project manager where they're saying, okay, great. Here's what's on deck. There's 4 more hours today. Tomorrow, my day looks like this or what have you. So do you want me to take me off task? And for me to do this, might be a 2-hour project or what have you, and just asking them, okay, great. Based on what you're telling me, what you need right now, based on my experience, this is about a 90-minute, 2.5 project or what have you, which means this is the only thing I'm going to get out today. I cannot stay late today. I have my mother's birthday dinner or I have my kids' recital, and I made a commitment to them that I would be there on time. And I know that I can get this accomplished. So when you're communicating it that way, I have never heard a firm where the attorney said, too bad. Unless they're like, you know what, that, okay, great. You know what, that all can really wait until tomorrow morning. Yes, do this right now. And then you're free as an employee, as a paralegal, as the legal assistant. You're like, great. Because I'm not suffering in silence. I was really clear on what's on deck, what the implications are, what the due dates are, what the deadlines are, and what the reward is for the client and for the firm in regards to deliverables and money. And still, this is the decision. So you're okay with that because you're not like just saying yes. And then like, oh my God, do they not have any idea of all the stuff they gave me yesterday or what have you? And so we're not really truly being our own project manager and communicating, because my experience, attorneys like, oh gosh, I forgot I gave that to you. No. Oh, I didn't know that, associate number 4 gave that to you. No, definitely that's a priority.
I agree. Because the other side that I see is they'll take it on and I didn't think about calling this a yeser, but they'll take it on and then they'll rush to get both things done. And both things have mistakes in them because they don't have the time to do a good quality control check before it goes out the door.
And I love that you said that. That's true. And the other part that I think is even more crucial is then they resent. That resentment begins to build. Because when you say yes, one of my very first coaches told me it's not what you say yes to, it's what you say no to. Now, you're not saying no, you're clarifying and verifying in project management. But the greatest definition of resentment I ever heard, it's self-abandonment, where you knew that you didn't have the time, you knew what workload you had, what have you, and you didn't speak up and really from a CEO level communication, remind the asker, whoever it is, attorney or boss or supervisor, whoever, and remind them of what you already have on their deck because they don't remember. They don't know.
I couldn't agree more. Gosh, I think about the whole, if then you also miss that birthday party because you're meeting the deadline. And then I can imagine yeah, I really resent you now. You waited till the last minute and now I missed my mother's birthday party. Yeah.
And not only that, but if you have a spouse or children or significant other, or even your siblings at the birthday party, now you're getting all the guilt and the compounding from them. And guess what your family and friends and your tribe and community are consistently telling you? Quit that job. And it's probably a really great firm, a really great job, but you didn't have the courage to use your voice and speak up from a true project manager, COO level communication, facts without emotion, data, what have you, not being a yeser, walking your talk, what have you. And then eventually you get to the point where the pressure is so high and you think it is what it is. This is how law firms are run. This is how attorneys are. Attorneys are demanding and what have you. In my experience, because I talk to attorneys all day, every day, and have for 26 years, that's not the truth. When you come in and try to quit on them, they're like, what the heck? I had no idea. And they're shocked. And then they're, really, but by then the trust and the relationship and everything's so broken, it's very difficult to recover.
I agree.